I could see a few people have joined. Before I start speaking, I'll wait till a few other people have joined to tell you where I am and more about the sites along where I'm standing right now. Okay, looks like we have almost 10 people on, so I'm going to start speaking to you. I've just come from the Museum d'Orsay, where I've spent a good part of the day, including having lunch in this elegant cafe there. It's absolutely it is the most amazing museum. It's my all-time favorite museum. Hello, Chantel. We just came from the Museum d'Orsay. It was fantastic. Isn't it a beautiful day today in Paris? It's absolutely perfect weather. I hope you're enjoying it, Chantel. Are you outside somewhere? This is the best weather we've had since we've been here. Hi, Claire. Isn't this a beautiful day? It's unbelievable, just incredible. It's perfect. So I'm standing on the bridge that is overlooking the Louvre and Museum d'Orsay. Oh, going to your friends. Well, I hope you and your friend are having a chance to stay outside, Chantel. This bridge is another bridge that they put locks on. I know you know there's a bridge that the locks were taken off of. So there's loads of locks on this bridge. And I know a lot of people are curious about the locks in Paris and what's happening with them on the bridges. So I'm going to show you some scenery around here since it's just a perfect day. Thank you. Okay, so right there we have the Louvre. There's some boats here. These are dining boats that I'm looking at right down there. I don't know if you could quite see. They're setting up a buffet table. Here comes a boat from underneath the bridge. It's a good number of people out for the day. It's a perfect day to be in a boat. And I'm going to turn around in the opposite direction shortly. This restaurant here is for special events. I don't know if you can see the sign there. But let me try to show you the clock on the Museum d'Orsay. As most of you know, the Museum d'Orsay was a train station at one time. No, Notre Dame is close to where I'm staying. It's probably about 4 kilometers from here. We walked up from that area this morning. Notre Dame is around the corner from the loft that I'm staying at. So I've done some scopes from the loft. I've done scopes of Notre Dame. Of course, those are a few days old, but I'll do some more. So I'll be, here again, and we can get into Notre Dame very early in the morning before people start arriving because it's so close to where we are. Here's another boat coming in from underneath the bridge. First, let me just show you how perfect that sky is. And this is the best temperature we've had. It's just, I have a slight windbreaker on, wearing jeans. Yes, the web spot is working perfectly. Thank you, Chantel. I know you have it. We went there in person. We were having some technical problems on that first with it connecting with my phone. It took us about an hour to get it all sorted out, but we did. And they were absolutely wonderful. We're really very happy. Here comes another boat coming through. That's another dining boat. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to try to do a slow pivot. You'll have a chance to see the bridge I'm on, and then I'm going to show you the view in the opposite direction. Yeah, it's an amazing day, Chantel. I hope you're outside. Okay, so I'm going to pivot down in this direction. On the other side of this bridge is also more locks. I can try to show you close up there. And I've been scoping out very close to a bridge in the evenings of the Eiffel Tower for the last 2 nights. We're on our way now to see the museum that's housing the Monets. Many of them were moved from the Museum d'Orsay to a separate area, and we're heading over this bridge, and we stop to enjoy the great weather before we go back inside to another museum. We have a museum pass. We've been visiting many of the museums, ordinarily not trying to do more than one a day. I'm also going to show you there's artists here on the bridge, so I'm going to show you some of their work right here. Let me come up here. Here's a sketching of Notre Dame, since somebody asked if I was close to Notre Dame. And I'll show you some more of the artwork here on display. Hello, Texas. Okay, I am going to scoot back over the Seine and show you the Louvre again. These again artwork that's on the bridge, the many locks. I can come up close. Those of you who are really interested or curious about the locks. Okay, and there goes another tour boat. It's quite packed, that one. Okay, back in there, those of you joining now, that's a good shot of just one side of the Louvre. It's a gigantic museum. It's the largest art museum in the world. And right across the way is the Orsay Museum. For those who are joining late, I wanted to remind people the Orsay Museum at one time was a railroad station, and it opened up as an art museum. And if you have never been there and you've never been to Paris, it's worth the trip to Paris just to go to that museum. It's just absolutely amazing. I'm going to try to scope around and show you some of the architecture in this area. Oh, let me show you one other thing. Down here where the steps are, in the evenings those steps are packed with people picnicking. All through the riverbanks there are people picnicking night after night. Down near the Eiffel Tower, there's one area where there are thousands of people that picnic every night. Oh, you were there in September. I understand it's a great time to come. One of the reasons we came, though, is in early July, we want to be in Provence, the lavenders when they're in bloom. We've been here before at that time. So, hi Ron. We decided to, this year, even though we knew it would be crowded in Paris, we really decided we're going to Provence. We're going to a place we've stayed before in Provence. It's right in the middle of the lavender area, and it's perfect. So that's the reason why we did come this time of the year. And although it is crowded now in Paris, it feels really comfortable, and everybody's been fantastic. Where am I right now? I am on a bridge. I've just come out of the Museum d'Orsay, right back in there. We were there for most of the day. We had lunch there. And we're walking across the bridge to go to a smaller museum that now houses many of the Monet works of art. I don't think I'll scope inside the museum, but I just wanted to take a little time outside to enjoy the great weather, get some fresh air. And that's the Louvre again there in the background. You're just seeing a very small part of it. The gardens are right in through there. We've walked through them several times. And I think we're going to head on over to the museum now. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a great day to be here. Every day is a great day to be here. Even if it's raining, it's a great time to be here. It doesn't matter. Today's a great day for walking. We've walked kilometers after kilometers. We've probably each day are walking about 20 kilometers at least. I'm sure we are, just walking back and forth along the riverbanks and enjoying just being here in Paris. So we're going to head over to the museum. As I said, I'm not quite sure I'll scope in there. I don't want to be, and if I do scope in there, it's just going to be to show the artwork. The temperature, I don't know if you want it centigrade or Fahrenheit, which would you prefer? I'm going to give it to you first in Fahrenheit. I'm going to say it's in the low 70s with a nice, beautiful breeze. So, yeah, okay, in Fahrenheit, I'd say it's about 70, and there's a little bit of a breeze. It's perfect weather. It's the kind of weather you wish for every day. In the United States, I guess we used to call this San Diego weather, but I think it's better than San Diego. To me, it reminds me of a cool, crisp day in the fall in New England. So it's that kind of day, very dry, perfect day. I don't know if we'll do a boat tonight. We haven't done any of the boat tours. The loft we're staying at, we get to see all the boats from there. We're overlooking the Seine. So in the evening, the boats keep coming through. Here's one more coming through. This looks like a private party boat that's coming through now. There's not too many people on it now. I mean, I think it looks like there's all of a party of 4. So maybe it's getting set up for this evening. The boat's called Melanie Blues. And yeah, there are some people there in business suits. So again, many of these boats are private party boats that are coming along the Seine. So let me just give you one more shot of on the Seine. No, there's love locks on, yes, that bridge, yes, but the tradition still continues on many other bridges. So if you're joining late, I'll just show you there's many locks right on this bridge right here. All over, lining the whole bridge. So it's not the very famous lock bridge, but the tradition continues here in Paris. We're going to be here in total for 2 weeks, and then we're going to Provence for a week. So if you're interested in seeing more of Paris and Provence, follow me on Periscope, and if you follow me on Twitter too, you'll also see that when I'm doing the Periscopes, it goes right over to Twitter, to my Twitter account. Here's one more boat coming through. That's a really good shot of it too, and it's a good crowd on that boat. Nice. Oh, that's one of the boats where people can get off at different stations, so it's a passenger boat. It's one pass for 8 stations, so it's a good way to travel around. We prefer walking though. It just really gives you a nice flavor for Paris. Yes, salute. And salute to you too as well. Okay, so for now, au revoir, a bientôt, and I know somebody's just joining now, but who's ever joining now, yes, it is just absolutely Paris. It is so beautiful. So for anybody that's joining now that missed the rest of the scope, Sarah, for instance, joining now, feel free to take a look at the replay, because we're off to the museum that's housing the Monet works, and we want to get over there. I'm from Connecticut, New England area, and which is also a beautiful place. If you're looking for a place to visit in the fall and the autumn, that's a great place to go. We have beautiful scenery. Okay, thank you all that joined me.